Hey Springfieldians, stick around to the end of this video to learn how to enter my Christmas giveaway. Come on, don't lie, I'm sure you'd love to dive through those white fluffy clouds and into the town of Springfield, even if it's just for one day. You could watch an Ice-Toped game, say hello to a poo whilst grabbing a squishy, and even take a ride on the escalator to nowhere.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, in 1997, you could have experienced a little slice of The Simpsons life by living in The Simpsons house for real. Yes, really. I'm Lydia from The Simpsons Theory, diving into what happened to the real Simpsons house. But first, do me a favor and click that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm, otherwise YouTube isn't going to push this video. So go on, tap those buttons now. It takes a fraction of a second, it's free, and as a very special thank you, here is a picture of a very cute kitten. Thank you so much, and let's get on with the video. Back in the 90s, Simpsons Mania was in full swing, and the little yellow family of five were shamelessly plastered on everything. The merch was so popular, it brought in around $2 billion in the early 90s alone. But I'm sure any collector was absolutely frothing at the mouth at the prospect of winning the entire Simpsons house.
Get me a towel.
Complete with accurate furniture too, Snowball's food dish and Duff beer cans in the fridge and all. So, how did this come about? Well, not from The Simpsons strangely, or even Fox for that matter, but from a real estate housing development called Kaufman and Broad. And basically, it would give one lucky fan a chance to win 742 Evergreen Terrace for real, but on the outset, getting it through Fox's licensing seemed impossible. But in 1997, the show's future was much less certain. Sales of Simpsons merch had fallen from its high in the early 1990s, and the number of companies producing Simpsons goods dropped by 75%. The Simpsons tried to reignite this a number of ways, one of which being a CD-ROM that could bring viewers closer to the show through a game, interacting with its many characters. But they needed more. And what better way to integrate the fans into the show than by taking them inside the actual house? So what Fox needed was a promotional vehicle, something to drive interest in both the show and its products. Building this house seemed like a smart option, and so Fox agreed.
Woohoo!
The construction of the house. Once Fox gave their rubber stamp of approval, work began. Architects Mike Woodley and Manny Gonzalez poured over 100 episodes of the show and storyboards loaned from the production company to build the layout. The goal was to be around 90% accurate, with occasional lapses into cartoon continuity.
Cartoons don't have to be 100% realistic.
Door frames were widened and lengthened to accommodate Marge's hair and Homer's girth. The downstairs floor was poured and painted concrete rather than made with hardwood or carpet to mimic the show's flat colours. And Bart's treehouse was even constructed in the backyard.
Woo! Free wood!
Woohoo! And the construction of this house was hugely impressive. The house needed to seem lived in by the family, because let's face it, even with Marge's constant cleaning, the family ain't so tidy. So, Hollywood production designer and photographer Rick Floyd accentuated with details that would impress the critical eye of series creator Matt Groening and die-hard fans alike. Such furnishings included corncob curtains in the kitchen.
Didn't you just die when you found these?
Not really. They just had corn on them.
Bart's closet holding rows of identical shirts and shorts.
Is it my hair? My overbite? The fact that I've worn the same clothes day in, day out for the last 4 years?
Whilst working on the house, Floyd even flagged down a car similar to Homer's 1973 Plymouth Valiant.
What you diddly doing, neighbor?
I'm putting speed holes in my car. Makes it go faster.
Paying the surprised owner $700 and even painted it purple. success of tours and fans' reaction, and Matt Groening visits. Nearing the house's completion, Fox and Kaufman and Broad arranged tours for locals and tourists hoping to catch a glimpse of 742 Evergreen Terrace. Matt Groening even made an appearance spray painting El Barto on the wall. The Yellow family of 5 even popped round to give their seal of approval too, but it does look like they melted a little in the Nevada sun. Those costumes are a little busted. The house was a huge success amongst fans, with line wait times of more than 2 hours twisting around the block. And amongst the crowd seemed to have been a few Jimbos and Kearneys wanting to swipe away any decor, with Gonzalez mentioning that a lot of stuff had to be glued down. The winner of the house. These tours kept going in order to promote the competition via Pepsi products. Buying a mug root beer, brisk iced tea, or slice would give the customers a number. If the number then matched the one showed during the premiere of the show, in the episode The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson, then we have a winner. On September the 21st, 1997, keen Simpsons and drink fans alike eagerly watched the episode, with the winning number flashing on screen. Whoever held the winning number never stepped forward to claim their prize. And so the organisers had to pluck a number from a raffle. Barbara Howard, a 63-year-old retired factory worker from Richmond, Kentucky, was declared the lucky winner. But Babs lived out in the sticks in rural Kentucky. Fox's limo couldn't even make it down the driveway. It was just a plain dirt track. The network then flew her out on her first plane ride ever. And Babs had a good old time too. She gambled, had some photos taken, and even got the key for the house in a big ceremony. But later on, with the adrenaline and bright lights of Vegas dimming, Babs stated she didn't want the house after all. You had the choice of either the house or a cash prize.
Will cash be okay?
But the cash was substantially less than the value of the house. And so Howard accepted the $75,000.
Woohoo! Easy money!
Which some observers found very curious. Why ignore the property value? Why not keep it open for tours? Well, it seems that the reasons were pretty simple. She was an elderly lady living on an ostrich and tobacco farm, and not tobacco. Plus, the option to open it for tours was next to impossible. The Homeowners Association wanted the orange and yellow exterior repainted as soon as possible. Barbara did briefly broach on the possibility of having Kaufman and Broad move the house to her property, but the logistics seemed pretty implausible. But I would love to imagine how that would go. To help me discuss what happened to the house, I thought why not ask someone who's actually seen it. Warren, aka Bart of Darkness, from the brilliant Simpsons is Greater Than podcast, and the owner of the craziest Simpsons collection ever, is gonna take it away.
Thanks, Lydia. So let's discuss the sad story of what happened to this house. With sorta real life 742 Evergreen Terrace lost and forgotten in the deserts of Nevada, it became a bit of a burden. Now painted the boring colors that mimic the dirt it was built upon, Matt Groening even flirted with the idea of blowing it up on live television. No, seriously. Which of course wasn't taken seriously. What is it with Matt's obsession with blowing up Springfield? It didn't get the respect it deserved after months of planning, hard work, and coverage. It was violated, looted, and ransacked of its furnishings.
Hey, wait a minute! They're taking our stuff!
Portraits torn off the walls, and even poor Snowball's dish was stolen. I believe that's what Jimbo would call a
four-finger discount, dude.
So after 4 long years of an empty, lonely existence, it was saved in 2001. Danielle, a secretary for Kaufman and Broad, who had previously shrugged at the idea of even taking a tour of the place, decided to put an offer in. So her and her family moved in and became the first and only residents of the house. Now, while the outside wasn't very exciting, the interior was described as a giant Crayola box. She found cupboards that opened into brick walls and some other strange oddities purely because she bought it as it was. The benefit of a bargain house was balanced with the aggro that comes with being a part of Simpsons history, and so crazy fans descended onto it. Stealing trees, drunk teens knocking on the doors, and one guy that just sat right on the doorstep facing the house with a huge stuffed animal, which definitely wasn't me. So yeah, it was not me. So yeah, I'm not condoning that either, just so you know. So don't be a mo. Let's, give the family some space. Back off.
Get off our property.
But after all that drama, paintwork and aggro, a little mark of our favourite show still lingers on that Nevada street. No, not the house, not even Snowball's food tray, but the handprints of Matt Groening with his creation Homer Simpson engraved upon the concrete forever. Until Matt Groening blows it up, of course. And this house giveaway inspired me to do my very own. So to win a copy of my book, The Simpsons Secret, then all you have to do is 1. Be subscribed to the channel, and 2. Leave a comment along with the hashtag Simpsons Secret. I have 3 to give away, plus turn on that notification bell to be notified when I reply to you to let you know that, ding ding ding, you're a winner. The competition will end on Saturday the 18th of December, so go, go, go. Finally, I'd like to say a big thank you to my newest Flying Hellfish members, Sarah Ashenfelter and the Thomas 5252. And of course, a giant thank you to my other lovely Flying Hellfish members. We have Timothy, One Drama Boy, Steve, Sean, Stefan, Robert Glenford, Devin, Gadrak, Stephen, Edward, Anthony, Nicola, Jeffrey, Abby, Dominic, Cody, Chaz, Jeff, Gil, Shadu, Murray, Paul, Henry, Frank, Luca, Zed, Omer, Eric, Thomas88, Samantha, Rayleigh, Laurent, Brendan, Shavendra, Holly, Jason, Molly, Doug, David, Rachel, Valerie, and Reese.